here.
What's up, wonderful weirdos, beautiful nerds, horror lovers, Kings of Horror subscribers, Halloweeners fans, and beyond? Krampus has delivered a cinematic marvel, and his name is Nosferatu. We saw a vampire movie.
We did.
And we're going to talk about it.
We are.
Let's do it. Thank you so much for tuning into The Talking Pumpkins. My name is Spencer.
My name's Megan.
We're actors on a show called The Halloweeners. It streams right here on Kings of Horror. We also host movies from time to time.
Yep.
We have a third guy. His name is Charlie. He's sick today, but you're going to hear a little bit from him later on.
What up, buddy?
Charlie!
What's going on?
Nothing. You're on the pod.
What? No, I'm not.
There's a lot of hype. There's a lot of hype. A lot of mystique. A lot of mystery. A lot of shadows. A lot of build-up to this movie. Some people are saying it's the biggest movie and the best horror movie of the year. And even the best movie of the year.
That's a lot of superlatives.
I know.
Wow.
It's a lot to,
Could it possibly live up to that?
That's the question.
That's the question.
That is the question.
Am I supposed to answer that?
Yeah, what do you think? I don't know. This is a question for you.
I thought it was great.
I've never been so happy.
No, I think it delivers. I think it delivers on a great modern version of Nosferatu. Yeah.
If you like Robert Eggers, you're gonna like this movie. This is big time Eggers movie.
Yeah, I know. I like this moody shit. Like it's my speed. There's a place in my heart for jump scares and for like a lot of gore and stuff. But if I'm gonna see something scary that doesn't make me laugh at it, it's because it's moody and I love being like transported to a time period. I love a period piece, scary, spooky thing. So I think some of that stuff only I like. But like that's why I like The Witch. I like Crimson Peak, like things like that just sort of feel like, isn't it hard being human? Especially in times of plague. What did you like about the movie?
Okay. There's annoying thing that's happening in the world where everyone's just saying that like practical is better than CGI, and then to comment on the conversation of practical being better than CGI being an annoying conversation is annoying in itself now. Having said that, the practical stuff in this film is very fucking cool. I like that I feel like I can touch the movie and I can smell it.
What did it smell like?
Smell like old, like fucking musty, janky shit, like, but in a good way.
Yeah, no, it's what
it smelled like
accurate.
rain on the soot.
The past.
Yeah, it just smells like, you know how like going camping is awesome and it's actually not. Yeah, that's this, and the fucking performances
Are great.
They're great.
No, they're everybody's really good and everyone's on the same page.
Yeah.
Everybody is in the same movie. It feels grounded but also big. It's stylistic.
Yeah.
But people are having a real moment.
Yeah.
In this moment they're in.
Yeah. Where does it fit? Where does it stand to you in the ranking of his films?
My personal ranking of his films so far? Okay, look, here's the thing. I love The Witch.
Yeah.
I love The Witch so much. I think it might definitely be a tie. I want to see it again.
I don't know. Maybe it's because I just saw this fucking thing.
Yeah.
This might be my favorite of the Eggers movies. Yeah, because I'm also a vampire little bitch boy. I love all of the vampire stuff. I really, really, really love The Lighthouse. Mm-hmm. That's kind of my speed. Very acty. Yeah. Very just scene work, and they got to talk a lot, and I love a good talk movie. I love that movie not even just because it it satisfies my weird
love of mermaids.
Yeah. And curiosity about their anatomy. Speaking of anatomy, Nosferatu.
We also get some,
Let's get into spoilers.
Spoilers. I have seen things in this world that would have made Isaac Newton crawl back into his mother's womb.
So here's the thing. The original Nosferatu was fucking plagiarism.
That is crazy.
It was bullshit. Like it was. This was 1922.
Yeah.
It's an unauthorized adaptation of Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Basically the same story. They combine a couple of things. The characters' names are all slightly different, but
yeah. So that we do a Dracula story beat for beat, but in between those lines and those beats, this one goes hard and goes kind of crazy and we have some really fun deviations into like the world of the occult.
Yeah.
The big things that Robert Eggers said in an interview that he was going for. Ellen is the central character, and no more sexy vampire. We are now in the era of scary vampire, a threat to your physical body vampire. Sometimes vampires are scary, sometimes vampires are sexy. You know what else is sexy?
What?
Liking this video, liking and subscribing is very sexy.
Very sexy.
Yeah. The vampire in this is from folklore. From folklore, similar to like when he made The Witch.
Yeah.
He somehow acquired
transcripts. And...
Who's giving him these?
Well, I think they're in books, you know?
He found
like the Salem Witch
some,
Trials, you can find all of the written accusations
Yeah.
people did, and I think every time somebody was accused of witchcraft, it was in a court.
So people,
America was weird like that.
So people like for The Witch, these are people who like either believed they were seeing this shit or actually saw this shit.
Yeah.
Experienced this shit. And they put pen to paper, and then years later we've made a movie like representing their fears. And then same for this. This is like somebody wrote in their like Dear Diary, I saw some shit today, and it was so sexy and scary.
And Robert Eggers, hundreds of years later.
Yeah. How'd you feel about the mustache?
Oh, I fucking loved the mustache. Because it makes him look like, like Vlad the Impaler, like the traditional. Maybe this is the origin of vampire.
That's what That's what it's supposed to be.
You know,
it did. I'm so used to Dracula and so used to vampires, like having an allure, like
a certain sexy look.
I thought perhaps he was going to slowly.
Yes.
He was going to slowly materialize into being like a sexy vampire that we're used to. But no. If anything, more skin fell off of him. Like, he got worse and worse as it went.
Yeah, it wasn't like the blood is keeping him alive, but it's not gonna make him sad. It's just like, he's just not decaying more.
Bill fucking Skarsgård.
Yeah.
This handsome motherfucker spent 6 hours in makeup every single day. Yep. He worked with a voice coach to take his voice down a couple of octaves. Yep. But he did a lot of breath work, which was kind of wild.
That's some good actor stuff. And I like that he's becoming kind of our creature actor.
Yeah.
Of our generation.
Skarsgård's a little freak, man.
It seems that way.
The first point, with Ellen being the central character of more of the central character, and we get more of her interiority. Did he succeed in that?
I would say he did succeed in that. Yeah, and it didn't feel. To me, it didn't feel forced. She felt like the driving force of this. She's the one that calls Orlok to her. Mm-hmm. She awakens this thing.
She just seems to be someone who can reach across the veil, and there are people who can reach across the veil.
You've had these spells since childhood.
Yeah, because he says to her, right, like, it's the weirdest kind of backhanded compliment of like, hey, if you'd been born in an earlier time in a different civilization, you would have been a really impressive and powerful priestess, but you're here and nobody cares.
That's right. It seems like all of the past is bad for women. Mm-hmm. Chunks of the past are worse for women.
Yes.
And this was one of those chunks.
Not great. And I like that at some point the doctor just looks at her and goes, she's got too much blood. She's just got too much blood. Not just in a normal, like, leech's way, but, like, she's just got too much blood.
We have been blinded by the gaseous light of science.
She was great. She was really good.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, I'm a fan. Should we get into some Willem de facts?
Yes. Willem de facts. Willem de facts.
How many rats do you think were in this movie?
So many rats.
Yeah, real rats.
We see rats running down the street. We see rats in front of the camera. I feel like it's a couple hundred rats.
2,000 rats.
So that's what the movie smelled like.
Exactly.
Rat
and that's what it looked like it smelled like. When Dracula's horniness leads to his burnliness.
When Orlok's horniness.
When Orlok's horniness leads to his burnliness. The post-coital post-coital cuddle.
Post-murder.
Yeah. If you've seen it, you know he's bleeding from all his orifices, and then they have like a top-down shot. They said that they rigged the prosthetic to be bleeding from the butt, which is...
I know, it feels scientifically accurate.
Science.
Robert Eggers, of all people, looked at the shot of the blood coming out of the butt, and I think he said that that's too much.
You know what? It's good to. There is a line.
He found the line.
Plug up that butt, he said.
They plugged the butt.
Plug it up. Yeah, wait. Let's talk about vampire laws, shall we?
They changed. They talked about this in the Q&A that like a lot of vampire lore comes from
whatever folklore, and then there's Bram Stoker, and then from there there's Nosferatu, and they changed some of the bits in there. I might be wrong about this, but I think I remember somebody saying that the fucking sun killing them is that. So that, like, normally it's this Dracula's just weakened by the sun.
Goddamn bright out here.
But the Nosferatu, the 1922 started
he burst into flame. Yeah, and then that came into a mind canon about vampires, period. So that lived on.
Vampires have a lot of, I feel like, laws compared to some otherworldly creatures, like the permission to somewhere. Enter
a household. And it seems like in this movie, same to enter a marriage.
Yes, there is permission of, like, please sign away your wife. Like, he can't just have an affair.
Yeah.
He can't. It's not allowed. Yeah. He may be a creature of the devil, but you know what? He knows about workplace documentation. Get it in writing. Put it in an email.
Okay, here's the big question. Does it get a pumpkin or does it get a squash?
Pumpkin.
This movie is pumpkin approved. Best movie of the year? So, Nosferatu. Nosferatu. Best movie of the year? Best movie?
I mean, yeah, I think it's a strong contender.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, see it loud. See it with your spooky buddies in a big old theater. The cinematography and the music and the performances. I thought it was an excellent film. We should check in with Charlie and see if he has any opinions about this.
Okay.
Oh my God! You know, I'm sick, and you're making me podcasts, and I'm not even getting paid for it. I'm gonna invoice you.
I just wanted you to be part of it in some way. What's your favorite horror film of the year?
My favorite horror film of the year that I've only seen one horror film. It's Longlegs.
At least it's a good one.
I'm trying to think if there was anything in the beginning of the year. I guess Dune is like one as a great horror movie. You know,
there's a big worm.
But no, you're like in slow motion watching this fascist get bored.
Yeah, dude,
it's pretty great. Yeah,
do you think what's scarier, the worm in the Dune or the worm in the Beetlejuice?
Okay, so this is interesting because the first Beetlejuice, the worm really freaks me out. In Beetlejuice, I thought the worm was like a cute little cameo.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I was happy to see
that was an interesting dynamic, and it was like, did the worm change or did I change?
2024 was a very good year for horror.
It seems that way.
Yeah.
A lot of good stuff came out.
Yeah.
Tell us what was your favorite movie of the year if we didn't hit on it.
What are your tops? And it's cool that in the running for people's best movie of the year is a horror film, is Nosferatu. So I think we should celebrate that.
Mm-hmm. Christmas is upon us.
What are some Christmas Day traditions?
I mean, well,
you get a little bit of family.
Yes, get good family time, open all the presents, get a bunch of food you shouldn't be eating.
Yes.
Eat it all at once.
Yeah, you spread love and cheer and joy. And then does the family come together and like watch a motion picture?
Yeah, often, yeah.
Is it going to be Nosferatu?
It could be Nosferatu. Come on, guys. Let's put a twinkle in our eyes,
Let's
some lights around our head, and head over to Nosferatu.
Yeah. And then follow it up with the Muppet Christmas Carol, kind of in the same vibe.
The rats in that are much cuter.
They were better trained.
Did we do it?
Maybe.
Yeah, we might have done it.
Do you want to get a clean outro of some kind?
Well, this is the best we got for an outro. I really appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching.
Yeah. Thanks for spending Christmas with us.
Yes. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Yeah, we love you guys. We are the Halloweeners. We have a show on this channel. Go ahead and follow us there. Follow us here. Find us on the socials. Find us on TikTok before it's too late.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys.
To Nosferatu.
Blood.
You will also please like and subscribe. Smash the bell for the alerts. Smash the bell for the alerts.
Alerts.